Then they took the children away, took the children away, the children away. Snatched from their mother's breast, said this is for the best, took them away. Welfare and the police came, said you've got to understand, we'll give to them what you can't give. Teach them how to really live. Teach them how to live, they said. Humiliated them instead. Taught them that and taught them this, and others taught them prejudice. Who took the children away, the children away, breaking our mother's heart, tearing us all apart, took them away.
My name is Vonita Anna Walley, and I'm one of the children from the stolen generation. But this was my dad's. They're half sisters. A lot of them have the same mothers but different dads sometimes. And the Riders are another sister, family only Mary. But that's just some of the people. That's family I can see on this board here. They took my mum and dad out of their car. All I can remember is my mother crying, laying on the ground in the front of Medina's shops, screaming for her 3 children. But they just locked the doors. And I didn't even know where we were going. It's a long way, isn't it, to get here? And the whole time, I wasn't allowed to cry. I had to stay strong for my little sister and my little brother, because they didn't understand, neither did I, but I knew that I had to protect them. And by the time we got here, they opened the big green doors at St. Joseph's, and only me and my sister was allowed to go in. And my little brother's crying in the car, and I said, where are you taking him? I want my brother. They said, no. He's got his own place just right here where I'm standing, just down the road, St. Mary's. That's where the journey, very long journey, heartbreaking. My father was brought up here, his brothers, had a grandfather, probably my great-grandfather, he was a cricketer. A lot of them come from here because they had no choice too. Because they owned you, this is where you were put by government, by whoever was in charge. You were their property, and we worked hard. So that's why a lot of our girls, a lot of them with my family, they tried to run away, but they only got so far. And they had to bring them back. Police had to grab them. Then they cut off all their hair, give them a good hiding, and walked to the big church. That's where we all met, didn't matter what colour. And then they used to do the walk of shame through the church. Where me and my little sister was brought to, the front door, and the nuns were inside. Reverend Mother and a couple other nuns waiting to get up. And then my little brother was in the car parked. He was crying for me. My 2 sisters, where are you going? But we didn't even know where we were going, let alone. I said, yeah, it upset us. We were both crying, me and my sister, for our little brother, because we didn't know where they were taking him. To be honest, I never ever just felt like going into a prison maybe. I can't really put a word to it, But all I can say is once the door's locked, then everything just changed again. Something you can't forget. I try to push a lot of things behind in my memory, but then you'll always have something that'll trigger it off. Doesn't matter where you are, you see your friends and family again, things like that. There's one thing that I won't forget is when I lost my mum, they did a mass for her and my dad in the same chapel where I'm sitting. But it was all different. They had the most beautiful flowers all around. There's something I hold very close to my heart. I feel a bit sad, but also blessed that I'm able to come back and share some of this with my daughter, my granddaughter, my grandson, my friend Robin, and you, Miriam. I feel very blessed. It holds a lot of memories, and it holds a lot of sadness as well.
And they took the children away, took the children away, the children away. Snatched from their mother's breast, said this is for the best, took them away.
Everything was taken. I've lost everything. My culture, to teach my grandchildren, my great-grandchildren, I have to learn it all by talking to my old people. I always respected my elders. Everything I knew. My older sister taught me how to make dampers, how to help with the little girls, you know, the girls and things like that. I had to be taught again. The Benedictine community of Norcia has installed this memorial in acknowledgement of an sincere apology for the physical, emotional and the sexual abuse suffered in this place. You are invited to spend a moment in silent thought and prayer and to take a pebble and add to the memorial as an expression of your support for these people, that God will grant them peace of mind and heart. Well, we must forget the past as much as we can. We must forgive, because the hatred will still go on. And then you teach your children how to hate and disrespect. But I've always been the peacekeeper in the family. And that's something that I'd like to teach. You can't be angry, because everything that you're angry at, they've gone too. They're only around in spirit. And the memory of a sister or a brother will never leave you, because they're in your heart. And with my faith is what I believed. And I believe that my faith is the thing that where I'm standing today.
I acknowledge the custodians of this land we are on and thank the good spirit that watched over me. My elders during their time at New Norcia. Here we reflect on the sad and painful history of the stolen generation.
I thank God for our families and friends. While at Norcia, we had friends that became family. My younger sister and brother have both passed on, and I will always cherish the time we had together in my heart. I thank God for Kolbe Catholic College, for the education of my grandchildren and great-grandson. I pray that all students, they will always be proud of who they are and look out for each other as sisters and brothers, just like we did in the mission. I pray for a better understanding and respect between all people of our countries, as we listen to the stories of our past. Help us not to see colour, race or creed, but to see you, Lord, in each person created by you, so we may freely love and accept one another. Amen. Father, Son and Holy Spirit. Those doors are still shut, so I just wonder what's going on behind me. But I already know, so it's a lot of good and a lot of bad, because they learned us how to work hard, they learned us how to pray, I guess, and to keep our faith very strong, so the future generation will get a chance, because we believe in our faith.
One sweet day, all the children came back, the children came back. The children came back. Back where their hearts grow strong, back where they all belong, the children came back. Said the children came back. The children came back. Back where they understand, back to their mother's land, the children came back. Back to their mother, back to their father, back to their sister, back to their brother, back to their people. The children came back. The children came back. The children came back.